and I'll look wherever that is and tell you what I find. So, in fact, okay, I found that hard to believe also, but we did a lot of experiments and started targeting on things. Anyway, Pat Price shows up. We do some local experiments, and he's doing very well as well. And so, again, our CIA contract monitors were worried that there's some kind of, trickery, and so they came up with coordinates of what turns out to be right next to Sugar Grove facility, which is a highly classified NSA facility picking up Soviet satellite transmissions. So I had no idea what it was. I mean, we always kept ourselves blind to what the target was, so no one could say we just gave them the data. So Pat Price decided to follow our instructions and go to those coordinates and say what he says. And so he describes this place. But as part of that, what he does is he says that he merged his mind, whatever you want to say, into a safe, and a whole bunch of words popped up into his mind. So he gave this whole list of words. Okay, fine. So he wrote them all down, sent them off. Pretty soon the entire law enforcement apparatus of the country landed on us and said, "How'd you get this information? This is highly classified project titles. Do you have a source inside?" And no, we were just doing this experiment, and that's what he got. And so eventually, 20 years later, you can find the paper that was published by the CIA about what a deal this was. And so anyway, at that time, we were at a point where we were about ready to get the next year's contract. And we had a deputy director, John McMahon, said, "Okay, well, let's not waste it on our sites, for God's sakes. Do a Soviet site." And so they gave us coordinates of a Soviet site. It turned out to be an R&D facility at Semipalatinsk in the Soviet Union. And so we targeted Price on that. He turned out to be a good remote viewer, along with Ingo Swann. And he described this giant crane that rolled over the top of a building. And it sounded like science fiction. I mean, I've got some examples here of the drawings of that. And so it turned out that from satellite imagery, what he drew was correct.